welcome back to Greenlight.Rocks podcast. This is your host, William J. Heineke. I'm sitting here with Justin Jr. and my son, James. And we're coming to you live from my house. Not sure what else to say about that, except the acoustics here aren't quite the same of the office where my desk is at the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and nor are they anything like the library room at the conference room at the library. At any rate, we're going to make do. Hopefully we can get through this before my wife comes home. Apparently my sons are uninterested in it at the moment, so that's nice. I better check for helium leaks or something.
Justin's just laughing like a maniac.
Well, nobody's taking this quite seriously today, so this should be interesting. We'll probably have some Twitter today, maybe a little Facebook, talk a little NFL, what we think of the Super Bowl and all that. I know my son is obviously eager to do what he thinks is going to be a debate about StarCraft 2. He's prepared notes, so he's going to go through that. Let's see what else we have. Maybe random stuff. We'll see. Okay. Let's talk about Twitter.
Tweet.
By now, everybody knows Abe Vigoda's died. I don't remember him in too awful much, so he's just one of those guys that you've seen in the back of everything. You've seen him in stuff, but you can't remember his name. So that's okay. I'm sure he's going to be missed by somebody. Inflatable couch.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching BuzzFeed. I should start tweeting with Greenlight.Rocks Twitter feed, so you guys would know what I was talking about. But there's this inflatable couch from BuzzFeed on Twitter, and it looks awesome. So there's that. Let's see.
How much do you think it costs?
Probably a bit much. You want to find out?
Sure.
So we're going to click on this link from BuzzFeed. I normally don't like them because they're idiots, but it's a news source, and I subscribe to pretty much everything on here.
It's a genius couch from the Netherlands.
It's 6.5. It's weighs 2 pounds. It's 6.5 foot long and 3 foot wide when inflated. It costs $70 plus $16 shipping. Oh wow.
That would be fun. Just like anywhere. Have like a couch in your backpack.
Looks like you can wave it around in the air and then close it, and it kind of counts for inflating. I almost want to buy one of these to take it to the men's retreat.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's like, what would I do with it? I'd go to, you know what would happen, James? I'd go to take a nap, and then my son would come back to the house, not only with half of his face gone from sliding down the hill, but there'd be a giant hole in the side of my inflatable couch. That's what would happen.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
See, look how many. See, and now you know how many people can fit on it. You're like, okay, so those were adults.
3.
I have a bunch of kids.
3.
I bet you I can fit 5 kids on that couch.
Dad, remember that's 3 people now, but remember last time? Do you remember how many people were on that inner tube?
5?
3.
Doesn't matter.
I guess not.
Or how many people were on you?
2.
See?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I get it now.
No.
Oh, you can go.
At least he's wearing a helmet.
Oh, this is awesome. I want this couch so much.
Oh man. Oh, that guy's
Stupid?
no,
Yeah.
even more dangerous.
That's nuts. All right, so I retweeted that. For now, I have a Twitter account, William Heineke. Last name's obviously Heinecke. Obviously, I say like everyone knows how to spell that, I guess. But
yeah, people ask me a lot.
Well, that's
and I
okay.
think they forget. And then they ask me.
You go, how dare you, sir? And turn around and walk off. All right, let's see. I think that was actually the
funniest thing.
The funniest thing on Twitter. Of course, then there is. God. I'm going to talk about something I probably don't normally talk about, but I'm going to talk about politics tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see. There is this tendency by one party out there in particular to say everybody needs to be tolerant of everybody else. We've got to live with each other and have peace and not war and all this garbage. You're not going to ever change the course of human nature. It's aside from trying to mass brainwash people at the exact same time, it's going to happen. We're going to have war. Now, I think maybe we should be tolerant of people, but if they give you reason to stop them from being complete idiots, or if they give you a reason to suspect them of something, we can't ignore the fact that entire things are going on with certain groups of people that absolutely hate our guts. However, that doesn't mean we can mass deport them without changing the Constitution, and it just doesn't sound right. However, these same people that say we got to be tolerant of everybody else are making fun of conservatives on the right. They are calling them all sorts of names, not being very tolerant of them at all.
Or conservatives.
Republicans, some independents. It's just people who want, claim the Bible as some of them claim the Bible as a authoritative guideline for politics, which is fine. Great, more power to you. I just think that there's intolerance on both sides, and everybody talks out of both sides of their mouth, and it's really tiring, and I just really don't feel like getting into politics. I used to be all gung-ho and reading about it all the time, and now I just can't stand it. People drive me crazy. I have an aunt who posts hateful things on Facebook every single day about Republicans. And even if I was, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Even if I was sympathetic to what she was saying, I wouldn't vote for her side or anything simply based on the fact that they're just being mean and cruel at this point. That's why I used to love sitting there and listening to Phil Donahue when I was a kid, and he was this rabid liberal talk show host. And then when I got older, I would listen to Rush Limbaugh on the radio all the time, and he's this rabid conservative talk show host. And I just realized, most of the people just weren't being nice. I don't want to listen. Sure, I wouldn't mind listening to politics, but you don't have to shove your hateful opinion of someone else, where you're going to make fun of them down my throat. I don't want to hear that. So, enough of that. I'm just not going to vote, and I'm not going to be liberal. I'm not conservative enough for most of the people we know, and I'm not liberal enough for the people I go to school with at UAF. I'm kind of in the middle, I guess, and that's where I'm going to stay, and that's where, anybody else, and close your ears, kids, anybody else that wants to talk to me about this can just piss off. Thank you. All right, I'm done. All right, let's see if there's. You want to see if there's any fun news stuff on Facebook?
Sure.
Let's see. There's Adam Baldwin's on Twitter, and that DeRay Kesson.
This is so hard. who would win, Iron Man or Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Deadpool can't die.
Deadpool can't die.
Uh-huh.
And he's super fast. He's like lightning fast with his samurai swords. He could probably cut through Iron Man's armor almost. Let's see. Anything interesting? New content for Star Wars Battlefront tomorrow, boys.
Oh.
They're going to have a level, a foot soldier level, on the Death Star. Oh, did I get your attention there?
Yeah.
They're going to have a map where you can play Battlefront on the Death Star. Yeah. I know. That makes you like, oh, I was just getting back into Destiny and they dragged me back. See? There's two stories here. Upcoming Star Wars Battlefront level set on the Death Station. Oh, it's not being released till fall. You done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. No, looks like that's about it from... Looks like that's about it for the useful things on there.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
It depends on this NFL investigating Peyton Manning thing. If they find enough evidence to suspend him before the game, then Carolina will win hands down. I think right now the Las Vegas sets odds for betting on games and everything about the game, like who's going to win by the first quarter, how many field goals are they going to have, is there going to be a scoreless quarter, there's like a million things. They think that Panthers are going to win by 4 to 5 points.
By 4 to 5 points.
Yeah.
Do you want to see if they're... Oh, never mind. Well,
I think...
When's the Super Bowl?
2 Sundays from now.
2 Sundays from now. That's in February, right?
Yes. I think that the Broncos are going to win.
Unless Peyton Manning is...
Not playing.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, okay. Looks like he's safe from that for now. So I'm gonna say that I would put money on the Broncos. You can take that to the bank, man. No, I just think that Peyton Manning is too good of a quarterback, even when he's old. I know Cam Newton's been playing lights out, but
What's lights out mean?
To the best of his ability. Or playing just phenomenal. Okay?
Like till he passes out, is that what you mean?
No. No, it doesn't. It means he was playing above and beyond what he normally does. He was just playing to the best of his ability and then going overboard. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That would be like Messi getting 3 goals and a couple assists in a game or something. That's just phenomenal.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Lights out means top notch. As best as he could do. And he's like a different kind of quarterback and all that stuff. So I don't see it happening. I think this is his first trip to the Super Bowl. I think he's going to be nervous as all get out. So I think Peyton Manning's going to do it. This isn't his first trip. I think it's his third. And he won one of them. So I think they're going to have the edge because they've been there before. Or Peyton Manning has. Nobody else on that team has to have been there before. If Peyton Manning holds up his end of the bargain, they'll be just fine. I think Newton's not going to do that. I think he's going to have nerves, at least in the first couple of quarters. Much like a young John Elway did when he first started going there. And I guess that predates me quite a bit. That shows you how old I am. I can remember John Elway playing in the Super Bowl and losing. He lost 3 times in a row before they won 2. Yeah, back to back.
Who is that guy?
John Elway, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He could throw a ball so hard that when you caught it, like here close to your body, it would leave an X in your chest. From the tip of the, where the football's sewn together. Yeah, it would hit you in the chest and leave an X.
Wow.
Yeah. He was awesome. He was fun to watch. They called him Horse Face because his face looks a little long and he's got big teeth. But he's the general manager of the Denver Broncos, the team he played for. Are you really asking me that?
What was it? Oh.
I mean, really?
That's no, it's not even close.
Not even close. There was what's that called? Can you explain that? Slingshot?
Slingshot. Yeah, it's just like this. It's this app where people can upload or kind of like or post stuff, and it's one or the other, And,
Okay.
and you vote. It's like a poll type thing, except you can create your own.
All right, and how big is it?
How big is Slingshot?
The poll.
The poll?
You gotta explain everything. Remember, you're explain it to like whoever's listening hasn't heard about it before.
I think it's a Facebook app actually.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Um.
Do they send it to you every day? How many things do they have you vote on?
There's Oh, okay. There's like this. There's this thing called Daily Dozen and a Nightly Dozen. But after you finish that, you can vote on a lot of other ones.
Like 100 of them?
Yeah, you can vote in 100 others. So
okay, and what do you do, and how do you vote? What is it exactly?
It's just where someone posts a question and there's two pictures, and then you tap on one of them according to the question or statement or whatever.
Okay. That's good. Seems like James is pretty psyched about it.
Man, this is so hard.
What?
What?
Look, Han Solo's ship and him.
Just comment to your favorite movie.
Oh.
Just skip it. All right.
They're both good, though.
What else were we going to talk about tonight? Well, I have. I'm in school now. I have two classes. One of them is English 615. I forget what it's called, but we're doing what amounts to random obscure literature nobody's ever heard of, but a few of the books the authors have won Nobel Prizes. The book I'm reading for this next week is called Death in the Andes, and the author has won a Nobel Prize. So it should be interesting. Then I have a workshop, a multi-genre writing workshop that I'm obviously going to be writing fiction. He wants us to write something outside of our genre, too. And I'm like, I think everything is kind of out of my genre because I'm doing the master's program, which means I'm writing papers. I'm reading about books and writing papers. So this should be interesting. I got 2 more stories to finish for tonight, and then I got to write response papers. Yeah, and then go to class tomorrow night at 6 and talk about them. Now, that should be. It's a little intimidating because there's a lot of talent in that class. A lot of people. There's a few of the writers have been published. Yeah, one of the guys works for a magazine. Editing or reading for them, and he gets his stuff published, and I'm just nervous. I don't want to fail, and I got to give a craft talk eventually.
What's that?
It's where you talk about how to do certain things in writing to a room of writers that are better than I am, at least at this point. And yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Got to go about 20 minutes long, and then convince them I have something awesome to say. So that should be fun.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Yeah. And you are practicing your trumpet every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting to sound better finally with practice.
Yeah.
How do you teach me?
I've been trying, but I practice and then I forget as I'm going to practice, and then he just doesn't say anything. So.
Well, like you never tell me until you're done.
Yeah, it's because I only remember after I practice.
Okay, and so I did my taxes last night online, and we're gonna get some money back. So I'm thinking two things. One, that I'm gonna buy all the books for my comp tests that I'm taking next spring. So I'm gonna buy like 70 books. Yeah, I'm gonna have a ton of books, and then
You need a bigger shelf.
I know, but I think that about a dozen of those I might already have.
Oh,
Maybe.
it doesn't. That's 12, right? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is not good advertising for the public education system. And you want to keep going? Yeah, my mom, or my kid's going to Ryan Middle School, which is in Fairbanks. It's connected to Lathrop High School. My mom, when she was young, was part of the first classes to go to Ryan Middle School. And this fall, they're going to replace most of the building.
They're going to create a whole new building but keep the gym and then tear down the old one.
See? And the gym's nice.
Yeah, it's very new.
It's a very nice gym. They did a good job with it.
It has hardwood floors.
As most gyms do.
Not some of them, though.
Really? How many basketball gym courts have you seen with hardwood floors? Without them?
Wood River?
It has a hardwood floor. It's just coated in something.
Well, the way that he was talking, they had the basketball tournament at the 7th grade at our school.
Okay, yeah, because it's a nice gym. And so my son will be part of the first classes in the new building.
And probably the last classes in the old one.
Yeah, so it's kind of... I was
Sorry.
making the point that there's 2 new Ryan Middle Schools, and 2 of my relatives are going in, or have gone in at the beginning of the school buildings. But yes, he has a point. He's going to be one of the last classes. He's going to be the last classes too. Jeez.
And this one day when they were putting up like beams or whatever, they had the whole school come out and sign a couple of them, like everybody. Yeah.
Cool. You're not saying much today. What's up?
He's on his phone. That's what I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're doing slingshot?
Yeah, but I finished the...
Now he's gonna play that shark
So this
game.
boy to my left, James, is he's 8 years old, and this Thursday he's turning 9. So he's going to have a birthday, which is great, and I think he's looking forward to it because he's pretty sure he's getting a lot of stuff, and he is getting too much, I think. But it's my fault. I forgot about certain items that I had bought, and they hadn't shipped yet. And oh yeah, that's coming too. Oops. So you get a few things, probably more than your mom would have wanted.
Maybe that would happen.
You think that's gonna happen in July too?
Yes, because you'll be older. You'll be.
Not if I write myself notes.
What if they get stolen?
I know where to look for them.
No, like what? Like say they're in the van.
You're only 40, that's not old. Or not that old.
You're like, Mom must have left the door open again. Remember what happened to your Bible? Right?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Anything could happen, especially in this neighborhood.
If anybody else heard that veiled thread, I think you should contact me and let me know. Yeah.
Dad has a metal bat outside in the thing.
Well, then I won't be wearing a mask.
Or you... he also has his fists and his tickling power.
Again, we'll be wearing a mask.
I could probably pick you up and throw you in that dumpster.
What if there are, like, knives in there?
I guess you'll tell me later, won't you?
What if there's, like, a machete? Like
again,
what if
you'll
there's a
probably tell me
samurai
later.
sword?
Yeah. You'll tell me all about it after you call out, I'm sure.
Well, what if it's empty?
You'll still tell me about it when you get out, huh? At any rate, so I'm thinking we're going to go to this men's retreat at the end of March. And then I'm thinking I want to pay to get the hot sauce business started. With the tax return. No, I got a business license. I have a logo. And I have a website waiting for me to publish. I got to copyright the business name. And I might want to copyright the logo too. And then I got to contact a local sauces, condiments business and see how much it would cost to co-pack something. Co-packing being another business makes and bottles your product, puts on labels and gives it to you to sell. Oh, that reminds me, I could buy a UPC label.
I don't know what that is.
It's what you scan at the store.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. I might, which would mean I'd have to buy business cards, and I'd have to get the little tent to set up at the farmers markets and a banner. Thought about making a little pepper outfit for the kids to wear.
Pepper outfit?
Yeah,
What's
you
that?
run around looking like a jalapeno or something.
Well, which pepper is the chili pepper?
Chili peppers are usually red.
No, I mean like chilies,
Or-
you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want that pepper.
Or you could have like a little bottle.
Of hot sauce.
Yeah. And
I still want the chili pepper.
And there's this thing that goes around you, and it has like fence thing, and there's lots of samples there. You just go, here you go, got a sample. It's not hot. It's not gonna burn off your face.
James, I think your sleeve is on the mic.
Well, we'll think about it, and we got plenty of time.
Sorry.
We got plenty of time, so that's good.
That sounded awesome. Sorry.
So that's going to be our goals. I got to have something to do this summer when I'm not in school.
Excuse me.
Sorry. They're sorry.
All right. Let's see. We haven't talked about any video games lately. The kids have been.
StarCraft 2 is a video game.
I might avoid that entirely just to make you happy.
Why? Because you're afraid that you'll lose?
First of all, the person that controls the mics never loses.
Oh.
I could control my own mic, though. I could just like. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah. Kids have. I'm going to tell you something my kids have done.
Oh.
They started playing games, and I started playing my own game. I'm like, why don't you guys play this game with me? As soon as I got the Xbox One, they're like, no, we're playing this. So I finally get over there, and I start playing whatever it is they're playing. And then within a week, they're both playing some other game. So I keep playing that, and I keep playing the game they were playing. And then for a while, I'm like, why don't you guys play this anymore? We don't want to, Dan. We want to play this game. So after a while, I start playing that game. And within a week, they start playing another game. So this has been happening for like a year and a half or so. And I'm like... And lately, I bought a second Xbox so we could play together on my favorite game that we were all playing last summer together. And since then, they've changed games like 3 or 4 times. But now they're back into this game, and it's called Destiny. It's quite possibly the most original game I've ever seen in my life. It's got an online aspect to it. It's a shooter. You can go on missions by yourself. You can go on missions with other people. You can play 6-on-6 against people and do capture the flag. While you're on missions by yourself or with other people, you can see other players online doing their own missions. It's incredible. And you can get into guilds, which will make finding people easier to go on missions with. It's fascinating. And they started playing it again. So naturally, I'm going to have to stop playing this game that we were all... that
Which
two
one?
of us were playing together, this Ark Survival Evolved, and start playing Destiny again. And then a week later, they'll be back to playing Ark, or they'll be playing Star Wars Battlefront because they have new content coming out tomorrow.
I'll always be playing StarCraft.
No, you won't.
I know.
Oh, by the way, I don't really like StarCraft. Just to tell you, Jason.
He's been playing it to play with you.
Mm-hmm.
But then you beat him mercilessly.
I wait.
Oh, and you promised me to play on Ark with you, but you never did.
I keep forgetting.
And why does he keep beating you on StarCraft 2?
Because he plays this Protoss thing that's way OP.
Ah.
Hey, you want to do this? You want to do this?
He has his stupid notes that's coming up.
Yeah.
Get ready
You want
to
to
be
do?
hit by the stupid notes.
Okay.
I'm not here.
And I'm gonna okay.
Come on. He's
Okay.
got some notes he wants to pull out, so let's have at it.
It's called the stupidest notes ever.
Knock it off. Show him some respect.
Yeah. Oops. Just kidding. Alright, so a lot of these are from
Not true.
from forums, you know. They're from forums and
From fanboys?
from okay.
Not True
Yeah.
Club.
Whatever it's called. Okay, so this one guy said, "Dude, learn, play, be happy, but learn first instead of raging on forums. TOS is not OP in any way possible. You say that oracles are OP. Ever heard of the Banshee or the Medivac drop? Ever heard of the Widowmine? Ever heard of the Viking, Siege Tank, Raven? You need to actually learn. You need to learn to actually do all this stuff."
So the fact that you can transport...
Of this just playing and complaining of your bad playing.
So, being able to transport your army halfway across the map to fight is not OP because we have medevacs which can hold 4 people?
You can take, those, barracks and factories, you can lift them up and fly them over. And you can make them very early in the game, too. Like,
Who cares? I don't.
because you don't play Terran?
I don't care.
Because,
I don't care.
well,
I don't care.
you just be
I
quiet
don't
then.
care. I don't care.
Hold on.
I don't care.
Okay, I'm pulling it out. I'm doing this right now.
Here,
Right now.
There's the stupid notes again.
No. Boom. Race win rates.
Zerg? When was this taken? 2012?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think this is actually recent. I'm not too sure.
it could have been in like 2000.
No, the game wasn't around in 2000.
Who cares?
I'm just saying,
You also,
if you're going to bring up notes, you got to know when they were made.
how long was 10,000 hours ago? 10,645 hours ago? How long was that?
1645.
That's when it was last updated.
Can you press C?
C. Yeah.
When it was last updated, that doesn't mean when it was created. So that thing could be old as time itself.
Alright, 10,645, yeah.
Hours?
Yep.
Divided by 24 equals over a year ago.
I thought it was going to be like 5 years or 4 years, not 5. But it's actually gotten more balanced since then, especially with the Legacy of the Void coming out.
It has not gotten more balanced.
Yes, it has.
No, I was reading that thing that came out for the Protoss and the new pack is outrageous. I've heard people going off on that, saying how unbelievably hard,
How about the that Liberator? I think is what it's called.
Nope.
In turn,
they're complaining about the Protoss.
That thing does great splash damage though, and they have a new unit for Zerg. I don't know what it's called, but I lost to that unit.
Is that all you have on your argument? He has been waiting a long time to try to make a huge argument for me.
Which is all not true from the Untrue Club.
Alright, knock it off.
Units in teching are expensive, and most of our units are useless without teching and massing. Unlike Terrans, who can demolish quite a bit early game. Mothership is fine because everyone shoots her first. She's at an alright health and shield. Void Rays require a long time to charge and cost a lot, which is true. It costs like almost 400 resources.
2016.
Like maybe even more.
That's
like
2016.
Maybe even more, 400 resources just to make one Void Ray, which is a lot.
That it's 2016.
I know, but
we're
only 26 days into 2016.
And they can be taken out easily by Vikings and EMP wave, and it's if you EMP if you EMP Protoss, we can't do abilities or anything. So then you guys should automatically win that fight.
This guy created this post on the StarCraft 2 boards and says, Protoss overpowered? ? And he puts, LOL, the title shouldn't have been a question. I honestly have no idea how Blizzard can look at Protoss in PvT and PvZ and think, yeah, this is balanced out just right. No, too much AoE. Mech is countered by 2 units. Void Ray or Phoenix and Mass Immortals. Bio is countered by Storm Colossus, Archon, and they even have a great meat shield. Zealots, which shouldn't have as much damage as they do. One Zealot can kill 4 Marines without micro. That's 100 minerals versus 200. Just in case if TOS weren't OP enough, but they get to teleport either with Stalkers up into your main, or natural, or snipe, or a huge bunch of buildings, then teleport home across the map with the Mothership core.
Yeah,
I can keep going.
You can't really teleport a Mothership core, though.
That's what he said.
Keep on going.
You can't teleport a Mother core. Dead.
Keep on going.
That thing is very slow anyway. This is what I got it from. That my first thing. That's what I got it from. And he said that 2 Marines can kill a Zealot with micro.
They're just saying it's easier. It's much, 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 much easier for a Protoss to win in the game.
Yes, people say that Protoss is the easiest to learn.
It's because you can do the most. You can have the easiest success of playing it right.
And they have a shield on everything.
Yeah.
Which is totally stupid. Nothing else does except for stupid.
Well, I'm trying to try using EMP or something like that.
I'm just saying, you're not going to win this. It was a nice starting argument, though.
Hold on. I think I saw something. I don't know.
Oh, look. Look at this one.
Oh, I looked at that.
Yeah?
Hold on. I'm reading, sorry. Okay, it says, I'm sorry you're having a tough time against Protoss. But I promise if you practice enough, you will improve significantly, blah, blah. Watch replays of your games where you went wrong and strive to correct those mistakes. You may not be a professional player, but there are things you can practice And remember, no one came to this game as a pro. They all worked hard and even practiced 12 hours a day. Don't let your failures and TVP get you down. Stay positive and practice.
Here's a guy that wrote a sarcastic article about making Protoss OP through their efforts. Uh-oh. Well, I think that's going to be it for us this week. Thank you very much, and tune in next time.